It's another side that like wants to take more, and wants to go that one more round, because like going that one more round when you don't think you can, that's what makes all the difference in your life. You know what I mean?
Here we go. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of One More Round, the Rocky Series podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, and with me, of course, today is Katie and Kyle. Kyle, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Oh, okay. All right. Kyle, has there been any changes since our last?
No.
Okay,
I'm
good.
just, yeah.
You're
Just
happy.
Feel me. I'm happy.
You're happy. Sometimes the happy is referred to as another word. Katie, how are you? Katie, how are you doing?
Very gay, actually.
I gotta say, I'm doing. What I am right now is jealous because Ryan is carefree with some holiday time, and I would really like to have some vacation days right now. But it is,
That's
you know,
fair.
it's
It
okay.
is what it is. It is.
Don't worry, Katie. Ryan's going to be sardined into a ship with a bunch of dudes. You know, I'm sure.
Hey, speaking
I mean,
Yeah.
One can only hope. Okay. I'm really excited to get into some stuff today. But before we do, what should we start with? Well, there was big news. And I know I got to be very careful here because I want to present a picture because it's about our man Sly. But the picture that was captured was an event that might ruffle some people's feathers, maybe even some people's feathers on this channel or this the host. And I don't want to do that. It's not my intent, but I want to show that our man Sly is aging. And I put this picture on my on the Rocky Facebook page, and it's funny. All I said was, this was the caption that I put. I said, Sly 79 now, and he has a cane. It's too bad we got to get old Stallion, which is, of course, a quote from Apollo to Rocky. Granted, people are saying, you know, because people have this weird celebrity worship, right? So they're like, Sly doesn't age, apparently. Like, he won't age. You know what I mean by that? So people are like, oh, he's had a back surgery and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's because
like trying to explain away the game.
People even said it was a prop. Like, here's the thing. Sly, because he's so egotistical, which is not a bad or good thing. He just is. That's the way he's always been, obviously. He wouldn't have a cane if he didn't need a cane, because he wouldn't want to listen to any kind of rumors that would expose any kind of process of his body being not perfect. So he needs a cane. Now, maybe he did have surgery, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's too bad we got to get old. Surgeries and otherwise. My dad had hip surgery. Guess what he has? A cane, and he's 77. Like, that's what happens when we get older and our bodies break down. So here's a picture, though. I just want to show the picture of said cane. I don't know if Kyle.
I haven't seen this.
Okay, have you seen the picture of Mr. Stallone with the cane?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
This is. Yeah, and now he's missing his monocle and top hat.
Mr. Peanut, or what's the guy called again? Katie, are you aware of what event this is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for our viewers who don't know what it is, let me just give you a quick rundown. So this was in early December. Oh, Kyle, do you know what event this is? Or why he has a medal around his neck? Do you recognize the medal just by
Kennedy Center Honors? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Very good, Kyle.
Sorry, it just says so. It just says so in the background there.
Oh, okay. Well, you're still very smart for reading.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't. I don't know what the Kennedy Center Honors really means, though.
Okay, so in early December 2025, President Donald Trump, you've heard of him, personally presented Sylvester Stallone, and he also presented this award, Kyle and Katie, to the surviving members of KISS, as well. Were honored during this event. So this is the prestigious Kennedy Center Honors Medal, and it was held during a ceremony in the Oval Office. This award recognizes lifetime achievements in the performing arts, honoring Stallone for his iconic roles, of course, in films like Rocky and Rambo. Trump, who played a big role in selecting the honorees and called Stallone a close friend and legendary movie star, hosted the full gala event shortly after, marking a major national tribute to his contributions to the American culture. So there you go. So Mr. Sylvester Stallone was honored by the by Mr. Trump. We have Trump here. Would you like to present?
Sly Stallone, great guy, tremendous guy. I've seen him in Party Kitty and Studs. Let's just say this guy, he's packing some heat, believe me.
Perfect. That's a great honor. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thanks for calling into the show, and we appreciate that. This is big Sly news, so of course I have to present this.
Well, I'll get the quiet part out loud first.
Oh, okay.
Clearly, and I think this isn't necessarily true of just Trump, but Trump's only got to pick people that he likes, right? And so,
Sure. Right.
if you're not a fan of Trump, you might not really like that these people are getting the awards, because it's just, these people have to be part of the Trump fan club in order to get it in the first place. So it's going to be like, ugh. But on the other hand, though, like, although Sly may not have gotten that award from, say, Joe Biden or Barack Obama or someone like that, he still might have, because he actually has accomplished stuff.
Yes, that's
right?
what you call
So
it. It's the double-edged sword, so to speak. Right.
Yeah, no, and it's like, I don't really like Gene Simmons, or like, I don't know the other members of Kiss.
Paul Stanley and Ace Frehley passed away this year, and Peter Criss is the drummer of Kiss.
But it's like the Kisses. I have seen them in concert, actually.
That's hilarious. I love it.
It was like around like 2000 or something. Like, it was a long time ago.
Was that the retirement tour part 1?
Yeah, they're like, we're done this time, and I think they kept going for decades after that. But at any rate, it's not like they're some unheard of group, right? Like, no. Kiss has been an iconic band for decades, so it's not like they're totally nonsensical picks either.
Okay, so congratulations to our man of the hour, Sylvester Stallone, for winning that, or for being honored in the prestigious awards by the President Trump. And I mean, all joking aside, of course, he has done great. Like Kyle was saying, he has done the Rocky Rambo and other franchises, great movies. It's I will say this too: what I found the most upsetting about all this, and I think you guys are really missing the big picture, quite frankly, is that Frank Stallone wasn't honored.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He also votes for. He's a Trump supporter.
He's fanatical.
He's fanatical about it. So Frank is just stewing. Yep. There he goes. There he goes again. Oh, my brother gets honored by Trump. What about me? He bangs on his Instagram account. If you haven't already, folks, check out the Frank Stallone podcast I do with Doug called Frank Stallone. Who is this guy? We covered this in great detail. So anyway,
so I got to say though, I'm going to walk back something I said earlier. Now, Sylvester Stallone does have a decent resume in terms of what he's done, both like in terms of acting and also writing. And to me, actually, Sylvester Stallone, I respect a lot more for his writing than his acting. Like being able to do Rocky 1 like that earns my respect.
Masterpiece.
But
sure,
and I guess that's included in the Kennedy Center Honors. It wouldn't necessarily just be for acting. I don't think. I don't know anything about it, obviously, but I don't know who's gotten it before. But I'm thinking, who else could you pick? Right? It's like, is Tom Hanks gotten it? Like, is Sylvester Stallone? Does he have a better resume than Tom Hanks? Probably not. Like, or like, name an actor. Like, is Sylvester Stallone really up there? That he would be first pick otherwise.
Okay, I got names for you. Ready? I just did a quick search. Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, George Clooney, Billy Crystal, Denzel Washington.
These are people who've gotten it, or like potential. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right then.
Al Pacino, Jack Nicholson, Sean Connery, Warren Beatty, Morgan Freeman, Shirley MacLaine, Julie Andrews, Audrey Hepburn.
I mean, these are the classic like icons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, if any of those people didn't get it and Sly did, I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
But I don't.
Frank.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Moving on. So that was congratulations. Of course, we have an email from our great Screeners podcast listener, Mike. He has some comments on our last episode 12.
Hi, Ryan, Katie, and Kyle. This is Michael Burgett of the Screen Nerds podcast. Great work as always. Really enjoying the conversation. Just wanted to share some of my quick thoughts on episode 12. It's really interesting seeing the differences between the theatrical and the director's cut with that scene in the alleyway out behind the restaurant. The theatrical, is very much shorter, with it being a lot of up-close shots between Rocky and Paulie. Paulie seeming somewhat a lot less angry and belligerent outside, and doesn't even bring up losing the meat factory job. It really almost just seems like in the theatrical cut, that scene is there for Paulie to tell Rocky it's okay if Rocky wants to get back into fighting. The director's cut scene here, I feel like, and I agree with y'all, is the better option, as it makes sense from where we saw Paulie just a few moments earlier in just that broken shell of himself, having lost his job and not knowing what's going to happen, what he's going to be doing with the rest of his life, and it just seeing that sadness. And we lose that in the theatrical cut because he goes from being all angry and belligerent and upset to the scene outside where everything's fine, whereas the director's cut at least gives that transition of him wrestling with those feelings.
I remember thinking that too, so I totally agree with Mike. I remember thinking that when I saw this movie for the first time, that it was an odd edit. Like, Paulie's freaking out. I have a watch. You gave me a watch. Ah! I got 3 watches. He runs out of then we just see him in the alleyway and he's like, you're going to do okay, Rocco. You got the stuff in the basement. It's like, it was a weird, like, wow, he like bipolar much, Paulie? Like, we know you're a little bit like that, but it was a quick transition of support and you got like a tender moment with Rocky in the alleyway. Whereas the director's cut is a proper transition. He has a good cry. They have a good talk. He talks him off the ledge. And then he says what he says at the end. It makes more sense. The emotional journey makes more sense than the abrupt change of attitude of Paulie.
100%.
Anything else to add to that?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Emotions in talking with Rocky and then coming to the end of the scene with him at least having some resolution to that. And I agree with Katie. I think the girlfriend comment was the one thing I would have taken out of that part, because I feel like it didn't really necessarily needed to be there as far as like, hey, even having just a lighthearted moment. I think just having the catharsis of talking through all those things, I think would have just been better just to have left it like that. But I guess Sly felt like he needed, even in that director's cut scene, to have some levity there. I don't know. But I definitely think out of the two, the director's cut scene makes a lot more sense as you're going from Paulie being at the meat factory, losing his job, to them being at the restaurant, to them being in the alleyway. And I always wonder, too, what happened to that meat, that slab of meat that he left at the bar. Like, did he...
We talked about it, Mike. Rocky took and cooked it, man. Like, it's as simple as that. He's got a tight budget in that restaurant. Yeah, he waste not, want not.
Come back and pick it up later? Did they just use it at the restaurant? I don't know. I didn't really ever think about that.
Oh, Kyle.
I have a theory, because the problem with using it as the restaurant is they may not use that specific cut or whatever with their existing menu. But if they didn't, I bet you could cut it out in pieces and like the employees could take it home.
Yeah.
Christmas gift.
Yeah.
What would be the name?
This is the Christmas bonus. Yeah.
What would be the name of that dish? The Paulie meat dish. What would it be called? I don't know. Sterno steak.
Busted something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sterno steak.
Yeah.
Sterno.
Well,
yeah, it's like that's with a sterno reduction.
Things that just is not really ever addressed in the film, but just kind of weird. And Ryan, the light that you were thinking of, the light bulb is called the Centennial Light. There's an article from Wikipedia that I linked to that you can reference later, but that's the one that you were thinking of, was the Centennial Light, the one that's constantly on all the time.
Yeah.
Great work as always. Can't wait to hear what your thoughts are on the next episode.
Well, thank you, Michael, from the Screen Nerds podcast. We appreciate your support and keep up the good work on your show. Yeah, Centennial Light. I knew once I heard it, Yeah, so you can Google that, folks, at home on your own and see what it looks like. It's just a very weak looking bulb that
Like
doesn't turn
that's
off.
the brand or the style?
No, it's a bulb that hasn't turned off in 100 years. It's called the Centennial bulb. That's what I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's been a couple weeks, but
I know my brain, huh?
yeah, I asked what was the name of that bulb. Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting. Michael always has really good insights, but him thinking about the meat, like what happened to the meat, I can relate to thinking about things like that. I don't know about you guys. When I watch TV or movies, it drives me nuts when like somebody will like have just ordered a meal and then they leave, or I'm like, I don't know why those things bother me, but I'm like, I would never do that.
I worked at a pizza joint for a while before I joined the military, and as a teenager actually. But anyways, if they got an order wrong, let's say the customer ordered pepperoni and I don't know, no ham or whatever it is, right? And they accidentally put a topping on, so they can't. They'd come back to us dishwashers and food prep guys. Yep, wrong order. They slapped the pizza down. We just devoured it. So we loved wrong orders.
Well, I bet sometimes people would wrong order on purpose. Maybe
get your buddy to do a wrong order so you get a free pizza that day.
Yeah. I guess they have to keep it to a minimum or else they get fired. But if it's like like there's certain margin of error, you expect maybe
there's a margin of error, but it happens more than not that I would never bring it. I had never brought anything to eat at a restaurant. There was always there's so much food. You'd turn it down. You take some home sometimes, quite frankly. Yeah.
So at my office, each department has their own like Christmas get together, like where they'll order in food. Oh. And then they always order too much food, and then they leave it out in the leftovers in the kitchen. And so that week, I won't bring lunches to work. I just like live off the land. I could just eat these leftovers the whole week.
That's awesome.
It's the best.
Nice.
It feels like you're cheating the system,
Hey, cheat away, man. All right, Katie, we got one. That was our only voice email. But Katie, you've got a YouTube comment, I think, from episode 11. Or sorry, 12. Sorry, episode 12.
Yes, this is from Shotgun Aces.
Thanks, Shotgun.
Yo, Ryan, Katie, and Kyle. PEOK, the words that were spray painted. Remember, I think Kyle,
we did ask about that. Yeah, it was who put we thought it was like two lovers or something.
He says PEOK is a spray paint marking indicating that a structure has been surveyed by the electrical company. Professional engineer, it stands for professional engineer. Okay.
Where was that spray painted? I can't remember.
Like by Little Marie's.
It was Little Marie's house. It was the next door house that was in shambles or whatever. Or it was just on the building spray painted. Like we thought somebody just vandalized the neighbor's house, but no, it was legit.
It's like what a bullshit tag that would be.
Yeah.
It actually means something. So I totally didn't know that. Thank you, Shotgun Aces. These are common in blighted Philly neighborhoods where abandoned structures have been marked for demolition. Makes sense. He says the real life location of Marie's house is across a vacant lot from Rocky's flop house, address 1818 Tuscaloosa.
Oh, that's right. I thought so. I was speculating that in the last
in Rocky 1. Yeah, I don't think I realized it was Tuscaloosa. We see the 1818. Okay, cool. You can see his old apartment in the scene when Rocky's talking with her outside about hosting. Yeah, you did inquire about that. Kyle.
Yeah.
He says, I'm 100% convinced the Easter egg 1818 Tuscaloosa was put in here as a nod to Rocky Adrian, but now it's Rocky Marie, developing an emotional connection as both scenes include that apartment. Oh, that's interesting. I will take it. I like it.
I like it. Yeah.
I like it, but I don't think they think that way. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like we're finding an Easter egg where it wasn't necessarily,
Like Rocky bringing Adrian to the zoo and Sly himself confirming that was just a coincidence. It wasn't a reference to the previous film. I'm like, I have to believe him because he was actually a part of it, right? But like part of me is fairly incredulous still, where I'm like, come on! Like there's such an obvious line.
Yeah, and as we've talked about, I think the director's cut is better now that we're watching this version, because I've never seen it before. And I'm liking it better than I like the original Rocky Balboa, which I think there are some holes writing,
No, I agree. The director's cut is a better film.
In Rocky 1, when he's inside with Adrian and yells out the window, "Yo, Paulie, your sister's safe with me," there's a wall of a building outside the window. But 1818 Tuscaloosa is actually the last row house on the street. So there wouldn't be an adjacent building there when he shouts out the window. They fabricated the wall for just that interior scene.
Wow.
Interesting. He says, my only guess about the average bear joke is that it's a reference to the Yogi Bear catchphrase. I'm smarter than the average bear.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
You started to think, yeah.
The cartoon character is named after the Italian-American baseball player of the same name.
Oh, yeah, Yogi Berra.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep. He says, now that I think about it, Rocky does sound a lot like Yogi Bear, like the Yogi Bear cartoon character. Hey, boo-boo. And yo, Adrian. Watching a Yogi Bear cartoon, and you'll immediately notice that the linguistic similarities between the two characters. Oh, interesting. Like, are you thinking maybe he picked up some of that, like from the cartoon?
I would think that, like, if the person came from like the same region or same area that Stallone came from, like, I think to a degree, Rocky Balboa is a caricature of like probably people Stallone has heard in his life. Right?
That's good. That tracks.
Yeah, like. So it's like if those two people happen to be kind of in the same area, then they probably have those, like some of those patterns of speech.
He, Shotgun Aces, wonders if Stallone was a fan of the cartoon when he was a kid, which would also track. Yeah.
Sure.
And he says, as for little Marie's insecurity about her appearance, which we talked about quite a bit, he thinks that we can all agree she's attractive, a solid Philly 10.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't know if I wouldn't go so far as a Philly 10, but
there's some beautiful women in Philly.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's beautiful women everywhere.
It's like LA's known for like really beautiful women, right? Like,
yeah. But you get the real woman in Philly.
But I guess because it's such a, gritty, known to be a gritty city, so I get the point.
Yeah. I think from my view of Philly is it's very like kind of segmented. Like there's parts that are not gritty at all. They're very nice parts. And then there's parts that are like, holy shit. Like it's like fairly extreme. It's not like, you're, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like most cities, like in Canada, for example, or like you'll have nicer areas and in crappier areas, but there isn't like that big of a difference. There are exceptions to that. There are exceptions,
I would say,
in general.
That's really interesting because while I've not been to every American city, of course, most big cities in America are that way. I mean, we saw it when Rocky goes to LA, even in the Rocky series, right? Like Apollo's not living in Skid Row, but
right.
Like Vancouver's like that in Canada. I'm sure Brian, you've been to that area.
Oh
like
yeah,
Hastings. Yeah.
Oh
like
yeah, East Hastings.
Beautiful
street.
It's probably the worst street I've ever been on.
Yeah, it's scary.
Ever. Like even actually I've been to Detroit and there were some worse places there, but it's but Philly has like because there's like a lot of old money in Philly and stuff like that, and like a lot of historical cool buildings there. So I think you do have parts of Philly that aren't that gritty, but overall, overall Philly's a blue collar, gritty, kind of like it's a bit trashy town. Like Philly sports fans, for example, are known for being like really over the top and trashy. And there's also Philly's Karen, if you remember that story. She's the one who, this is actually, I was in Philly when this happened, but she, there was a baseball game. It was the Phillies against somebody.
Oh, that's the recent one, which took the ball from the kid or something.
Yeah, like this, there was a scramble for this ball, and this dad and this woman were kind of going for it at the same time, and he got it. Yeah. And he gave it to his kid, and she went over there and demanded that she's entitled to that ball.
Yeah.
And after a long argument, he just gave it to her to shut her up, and she became like hated across the internet for a few days.
I mean, it tracks. I mean, like what was the girl like? Especially the area that Rocky, Rocky comes from.
Angie,
Angie. Like people at the bar like that. I wonder, like,
in that neighborhood, Marie's a 10.
Yeah.
Marie's quite a classy lady.
In that neighborhood, she is a 10. I would have to agree.
For sure.
All right. Is that it from Shotgun? That in a bad way, but that was
yes, very
that was awesome.
A great comment. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Shotgun. We appreciate your support. Oh, speaking of the YouTube support, did you know we're only 3 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel.
Oh, if you are listening to this and you are not subscribed, do it now.
I know, like it still trickles up every now and then. I get a couple more. And we're nearing 1,000. So okay,
Quit watching this like a 9th grade pug who ought to be pumping gas in Jersey and subscribe.
There you go. All right, here we go into the movie. So the last thing, of course, was the alley scene, like Mike referenced, and we're now going back inside the restaurant. So Rocky has said goodbye to Paulie, and he's going back to doing his business in the restaurant.
Great. Good. Yo.
Pretty good. Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. You know, Paul is moving back in. It's very nice.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Thanks.
Hey, listen, there's a couple of guys over there who want to talk to you.
Check it out.
Okay.
Hey, Paulie's moving back in with me. That's good. Yeah, is that the guy that insulted me? Like, it's such a weird.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
That whole interchange was awkward and unnecessary. But anyway,
That wasn't in the original, was it? I know she says there's some guys that want to talk to you. I know that's in there, but I don't remember him saying Paulie's moving back in the original. Like we know Paulie does move back in, but
it's just funny. Paulie's moving in. Remember that guy who slapped the meat down? He's moving in with me. That's great. That's great. Sounds good, boss.
you know what? That is kind of how it goes at work, though. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
You always tell your boss what you think. In real life, you're like, that's nice. Like, I've decided to get back together with my ex. I'm like, that's an awesome idea. I'm like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true. And I mean, we mentioned this before, Kyle, but yes, Little Marie looks great here. Old doll.
Oh yeah.
Angela. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it.
No problem. Our pleasure.
So you want to hear some stories?
What kind of stories?
Well, a lot of people like to hear these old fight stories, you know.
Maybe later.
That's kind of. I mean, I guess maybe that's why he thought he was being called over. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to pimp want me to pimp out some stories?
Well, I guess it's like some people might just want to meet him and say hi, how you doing and stuff. Just to be like, that's probably like it's obviously the draw of this restaurant, right?
Okay, it must be then. Yeah.
Like you get to meet Rocky Balboa. That's pretty fucking cool. I bet like tourists.
That is pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I mean, he's the most famous person that city has ever seen.
Sure.
Yeah.
But therefore, it's really strange and again, awkwardly or bad delivery of, that's okay. Maybe later.
Yeah.
If you're trying to butter him up, I'd love to hear a story.
Yeah, I feel like they're condescending, right? Like they don't really respect him.
Yeah, maybe later. Maybe later.
Is like a business person, or you know.
It's not a very smooth tactic though to get what they want.
No,
in my opinion.
No.
Tell me about the robot. What happened to the robot? Where did the robot go?
Yeah, it's like overconfidence on their part, right?
Yeah. Because they are. I mean,
they're representing the champion of the world to them.
Yeah.
Like, we've got the real deal. You're a has-been. You're an old man now. You're 59 years old. You know.
And they're
like,
showing
you're working at a restaurant, dude.
Yeah, it is. I suppose a bit of a power move there, and we're also this is maybe there to show us as an audience, that Rocky is no longer, he's having a hard time, even in his restaurant, like he's being shown up.
Right.
Okay.
I'm Lou DiBella. This is LC Luco. He's Mason Dixon's manager. Like to sit down and join us?
Sure.
Please. We have the promotional contract for Mason Dixon, who's a big fan, by the way.
Really?
And when he heard you were interested in fighting again, he thought, why not try to work something out? Like a special event, like a first-class exhibition fight.
Exhibition fights never end well.
Yeah.
They done this one before.
Yeah, well, he said not only has he heard this before, but the whole Miles Jurgen, this is a callback, like, Apollo's seen you fight. He likes the way you fight. Butter him up. Like, oh, really? So this is him being, just having egger again. This is kind of that scene again.
But now he knows the game.
He knows the game,
yeah.
Also, like, I know they have to do this for the movie. Like, for the movie, they have to cut right to the point.
Right.
But in real life, you'd have at least 10 minutes of, like, bullshit chit-chat where they'd be talking about the restaurant, they'd be talking about some of the pictures there, like, build a rapport.
What hair
and then ask about this stuff. But it's like, oh, hey, we don't want to hear a story. Sit down. Okay, look, we want to do an exhibition fight. It's like, wow, that's like a big... Like, that's a big leap you just did.
A lot of bombs being dropped on Rocky in this 15 minutes here,
Why me?
he respects the hell out of you. All right? And let's be honest, that computer fight got people curious. This could be very interesting.
You got me curious.
That's so funny that you said that, Ryan, because in my head I'm thinking there are just certain words he uses a lot. Yeah.
You got me curious.
Yeah, but I ain't interested in getting like mangled and embarrassed here.
No, that's not going to happen. Never happen. No.
Truthfully, I was thinking more on a like minuscule, small level. You know, small fights, not big fights. Small fights, things that local. You know what I mean?
Not a bad idea, but don't think of it as big. Think of it, like I said, like an exhibition. Think of it as a glorified sparring session. And here's something I think you'll like. We're going to donate a portion of the gate to charity.
Well, that's always nice.
Yeah, it's good to give.
It's good to give as he raises his glass. I don't know why.
I find this odd. Because
Sure.
I feel like these guys, I guess they're doing the charity thing to manipulate him because they know Rocky is like maybe a bleeding heart.
Yeah.
But it's like,
But he did do charity. Remember he did charity in Rocky 3 for the kids. What was it called? The Human Fund or whatever that was?
Yeah.
Nobody does this much. Yeah, I was just saying, nobody does this much for charity.
That's right.
Do you think these guys, if they see Rocky working in a restaurant to make ends meet, they might try and tempt him with money? You know what I mean? Because it doesn't seem like Rocky's getting paid for this exhibition fight. It's like a charity match. And he says a portion of the gig to charity.
Oh, of course.
I feel like this portion is going to be quite small.
Yeah. You have to specify. I assumed he's getting paid for this though too. They just aren't talking about it.
That's true. Now, this is just me being forgetful, or I've seen this movie, a handful of times over the years since 2006, but wasn't there a chance he could have won the belt? Like, was this not a championship fight later, or was this always just like, even if he'd won the fight, he wouldn't have received the belt? Am I just...
Yeah, it's just an exhibition.
The whole thing's just, okay.
Yeah.
The belt was never on the line. Okay, that's right.
No.
Okay.
Because I think, like, you can't do that. You can't just... Because Rocky's not, like, a contender.
But that's what they did with Stallion. He was a nobody.
I know, because there's no available contenders. So it's like...
All right.
Yeah, I
don't know what the rules are.
It's a stretch, right?
I don't know what the rules are of boxing. Like, he's a sanctioned fighter. Certainly, here's the thing, Kyle, to play devil's advocate to you is that, well, he has been a champion. So it's not like he's a nobody. This guy has held the belt. He's just older.
Yeah, it depends because there's like a bunch of different belts now, right? And you have like some mandatory challenges where you have to like fight the top contenders, and Rocky would have to like rise through the ranks. Like George Foreman had to fight for years before he got another chance to get the championship.
Yeah, you got to rise it up. You got to rise it up. Challenge to be the rival. I know. Yeah.
Now, to be fair, go ahead. I was just gonna say, like George Foreman, he came back around my age into pro boxing, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like he was as old as Rocky either. Like they do mention George Foreman in this fight, but this is actually like, how old is Sly in this? He's like 50?
59.
60 years old. So that's like a 20 years George Foreman senior. Like it's quite like it's like the Tyson Jake Paul fight where you like felt bad for him that whole time.
It's so funny because in 2006, I think legally, because Rocky in this instance actually does get his license, technically it could be for the belt, but that's so unreasonable and unrealistic that they're like, well, it'll be like a sparring session. It'll just, let's everybody make a buck. We'll donate to charity. And then of course we'll see what, the events of the actual fight. But I think at that time we were sort of like, this would never happen. This is so unrealistic. And then what is it? 20, like 18 years later, the exact same thing kind of happened with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder if like that kind of, probably not, but like if that inspired the Mike Tyson thing. I also wonder too, like that fight became a drag out heavy fight because of Rocky. Like, I don't think Mason Dixon had any intention of like do you think say if Rocky didn't maybe train that hard or wasn't going that hard, do you think Mason would have taken it easy on him?
Well, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that when we get to the fight. Let's not get too far ahead of it.
Yeah.
I good question. Hold on to it because we're going to see how that plays out in the final fight. Okay. Here we go with more of the offer here from the Mafia guys.
Where is it taking place?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Nice and warm. This cold's got to be killing you.
It's stiff.
You were better when you're warmer. You know that.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, you'll have news stories to tell.
I really got to think about this.
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
Understand?
No problem.
No problem.
I'm gonna go over there. You guys can order something.
What do you recommend?
It's all edible.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, now here nothing much to add there, just classic Rockyisms
All
there,
edible.
all edible. But now we did talk about this. I can't remember if Katie, you weren't a host yet with us, were you, on this film for going?
I think I don't know if it was the whole film, but I think maybe some of the latter episodes, perhaps.
Okay, we'd have to go back and figure out when you
Yeah.
came on, because the reason why I say this is because I'm pretty sure Kyle. I can't remember who's on the host with me, and this is just my.
I would have been on the pod, regular on the pod by now.
Okay, so they're going to bring up a question here.
Yes.
And I hate this because they don't say names. They say he.
Okay.
So
this has been clarified, though.
Okay, let's
Sly Stallone himself did clarify what was meant in this
what was that?
conversation.
Did we clarify
I could
it
look
on our
at-
show?
I am not sure, but I have seen. I could, if you give me a second, I could pull up the video. But Sly did say what they meant by this in the conversation.
Really? On video?
On video. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Well, let's watch the exchange though first, maybe.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna do quick. Okay, see if I can find it too. Okay, so here we go. So here's the exchange.
Well, yeah. Imagine if Dixon met this bastard in his prime. Kill him.
Yeah, kid.
Kill him.
So imagine if Dixon had met this bastard in his prime, and then they say kill him. Oh, so let me just go back in. Did you catch all that? So they didn't mention Dixon's name to start the conversation, but I think there's could be misplaced modifiers, so it's hard to say.
Well, so he'd kill him. Who do you? I think there's.
Let me watch it one more time.
Imagine if Dixon met this bastard in his prime. Kill him.
Yeah, kid.
Kill him.
Now, what did you guys think? Who do you got? I think they mean Rocky would kill Mason.
That's what I would think, but the way they're saying it, it sounds. I can't. So it's two things. They're trash talking somebody. That much we agree on. They're saying no. Well, it's kind of because it's done in a disparaging way. They're going, kill him. So are they talking about the person they're actually handling, which shows you their character a little bit, that they're so disparaging against the very person they're representing? You
I found it. So
but
it's
they
in the DVD commentary.
Before you get into it,
okay, sorry, Katie.
But that's okay. I think the tell is imagine if Dixon met this guy in his prime, which they're assuming like he's fighting Dixon now at age 60. Imagine Rocky in his prime fighting Dixon. I think that's
I agree with that. That should be the end. I agree with you. It's just it's misplaced modifiers. You know what I mean by that? Like so, like you could argue the him is who. He'd kill him. Who would kill? Like you've mentioned two different people, so we don't know who the he and him are. Like you can't prove it.
Right.
Okay, Kyle. What does the commentary say? Did you find it? But I agree with you, Katie. It has to be Rocky would kill Dixon. It would have to be because he beat Apollo. Oh, you're muted, Kyle. I think. Can't unmute your guest because they chose to mute themselves. I can't unmute Kyle.
He gave us a minute.
Oh,
yeah, sorry. I was trying to pull up the video, but I have like the
verbiage.
Okay, yeah, it said it, like in the director's commentary.
Okay,
that Rocky said that they meant that Rocky would. They said Rocky would easily beat Dixon.
Okay, fair enough.
That Rocky would kill Dixon. It is poorly written.
It is.
You guys are totally right. It is ambiguous. It's very ambiguous. Sly had to clarify that. And
see,
I think
he recognized that was a thing. Like it wouldn't have if they just said Rocky would have killed Dixon. Done.
Well, I think sometimes he purposefully does that. Like the ambiguity makes it more interesting potentially.
Well, it makes it interesting for a podcast discussion.
Yeah.
Maybe not for a casual view of a movie. That you get what I'm saying? There's that fine line between not that they have to spell things out. If you just said Rocky would have killed him. That's it.
I wish I could just find the video.
I think maybe Sly just thought it was so obvious, and didn't realize it until later.
It
that
is
people
obvious.
struggled with it.
And the reason why it's a little bit, because we don't know, because in theory they're supposed to be supporting their man, so that's what makes it like, why are they? Because they're trash talking their own guy. That's what makes it a little bit like, it shows you how sleazeball they are. That
We've seen them. It is.
Yeah.
We've seen these characters a little bit to already know that they're that very stereotypical kind of like agent manager.
Right. And so it just cements it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like Rocky was saying in the commentary that like Dixon was not in Prime Rocky's league. Like it wouldn't even be remotely close. I think the fact that Dixon, although he took the fight lightly, was like couldn't like knock Rocky out. Like the fact that fight was even remotely competitive tells you what you need to know. Yeah. Like if you imagine the Rocky and Rocky 4 going up against Dixon,
it would have been embarrassing.
Like it would have been within a couple of rounds that he'd get knocked out.
I think Spider Rico in his prime could beat Mason Dixon.
Well, I don't know. Apparently, like Mason Dixon is in this film, like at the time a top tier fighter, right? But
because the competition, so to speak, is so weak.
But yes, it is. But like it's still professional boxing, right? Like it's kind of like the 1970s is regarded as one of the best eras of boxing. Like you had so many iconic, talented fighters that like a fighter like Joe Frazier should have been dominant and was pretty dominant, but like he was unlucky, or like Joe Bugner or people like that in the 70s. But it's like you had Muhammad Ali's, the George Foreman's, the Ken Norton's, like you had even Larry Holmes at the end of the 70s. Like you had all these people that would probably be competitive in today's era of boxing. And then, like, one of the criticisms, like, of Larry Holmes was, like, he was kind of boring. And he was champion in the 80s, but, like, the competition in the 80s wasn't as good until, like, someone like Tyson came around. And even Mike Tyson gets criticized for that. That, like, Mike Tyson never really went up against, like, top-tier competitors.
I didn't
until he met, like, Evander Holyfield, and he lost, right? Now, not to take away from Tyson. Tyson was, like, an amazing fighter.
Right.
But... there's always the debate, like who would Tyson beat Muhammad Ali or like George Foreman or something like that, and no one will ever agree on that.
Right, it's unknowable. And I mean, the cartoon fight did the same.
Cartoon fight, Looney Tunes,
Looney Tunes fight.
Yeah, I just honestly, I think those computer simulation fights are such bullshit because it's like there's only so much you could program into a computer.
And it's programming. Yeah, exactly. Like you can get a lucky punch in. Like you can't
account for that.
Factor that. Yeah.
Or like someone's adaptability to style. Like for example, the way I don't think before Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman that any computer simulation would give Ali a chance. Like no one would predict Ali would use that rope-a-dope style to tire Foreman out and then knock him out at the end. Like that was unheard of. Like stuff like that, you can't get that in a computer. Like it's just it's too limited. Like whoever's programming that can only program in like a finite, measurable, quantitative view of fighting. But yeah, I don't know. I think though it's clear that Rocky would beat Dixon. Like I think anyone who's arguing that they said Dixon would beat Rocky, the only way you could argue that is that these guys are just too biased because they're Dixon's.
That's what I mean.
People.
Yeah. No, they're just jerks. They don't support their own guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, they're in it for the money, right? Like they know what's up. Like it's their own guy, but they're being realistic. It's kind of like, for example, when you're a parent, like I'm really biased towards my kids, right?
Sure.
But it's like if you're going to be objective, it's like, is my kid the best in sports? No. Is my kid the best in school? No. Like like as much as biased as you are, like if you're going to be objective. You still recognize that like these people are human beings, right?
No, of course, yeah. No, good point.
Man, I'm confused.
No. Man, I'm confused, which is code for let's talk after work so I can share my feelings with you.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
I don't think Man, I'm Confused was in there.
No, I don't think that was in the director's cut. I mean, the original cut.
Okay. Yeah.
But now this scene was.
I didn't think this was going to come along.
But this is what you wanted, right?
Yeah. I talk, and sometimes I think what I'm saying is true, and then, I look at myself, I'm not even sure what is true anymore, because it's like I push this crazy idea about fighting. I mean, what's it all about? Do I really care about standing toe-to-toe and all that stuff? Or like my kid says, is it just like ego? Or am I like this old pug who's just trying to replace old pain with new pain? I don't know.
All the above.
I think this was his thought process doing this movie. I bet.
Of course it was. That was just
Where it's like, yeah,
like, is this me just trying to go toe to toe with the films of today and my ego talking? Am I too old? And people are, yeah. So it's all of the above. That's what I mean. Everything he's saying is probably, there's truth to all of it to some degree.
I think it's fantastic, actually. Like, in terms of, like, it's very relatable because, like, sometimes you have like an ambitious idea of something you want to do. And then, like, you hype yourself up. And then when you get closer to actually doing it, you get like the, oh, shit's getting real moment. And part of your brain, the part that wants to keep you safe, tries to talk you out of it. And like, sometimes that could be a good thing. Like, you know, hey, maybe this mail order bride isn't a good idea.
What? You had a rough weekend, eh?
Yeah. But like, sometimes you got to ignore that part of your brain and say, yeah, I know your job is to keep me safe, but I need to do this. I need to better myself. I need to take a risk here. And I think that's what I'm struggling with.
Good insights. My silly comment was just that it was a nice touch that the train is audible in the background.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's always a train in Philly, I guess.
Present in Rocky movies, yeah.
I really regretted when I was there, like by Mick's gym, that a train didn't go by. So like
the one time.
Yeah.
So I can't actually, I don't remember what comes next because I didn't remember him. So he tells the agents at the table, I've got to think about this. Yep. And I assumed that meant I'll get back to you in a couple of days.
Right.
But he says, I'm just going to go over there for a little while. You guys have something to eat. So that led me to believe that he was going to give them the answer in like
he gives it after this. No, he said, I'll get back to you, but you know, since you're here, I know, eat something, but it won't be today. Like, eat something while you're here, but it won't be today.
If I asked that Rocky, if I'm those guys, and if I asked them, hey, what do you recommend? He's like, whatever, it's all edible. I would take that as a big fuck you. Like, I don't like you. Like, if I were them, I would have just assumed he's not interested.
You could say, oh, the food's edible, but some of the place might be clean because Spider Rico's down there washing dishes. So.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, you know what? I know a guy who could use a shot, actually.
Yeah, imagine Spider Rico in the ring.
No.
I don't know.
Look, I know I usually don't say a lot. You know, I'm always listening and looking, but you know who you are. You know, the part of you that's so full of life. I mean, we all have that feeling, that fire. We usually never get a chance to use it, and then it just goes away. But you can. You've got this opportunity, so do it. Why not? I mean, this is who you are. You know, this is who you'll always be. And you don't move aside from nobody until you're ready to move. And it doesn't matter how this looks to other people. All that matters is how it looks to you.
Yo, little Marie, how could you be a little bit older? And I would have avoided a lot of conflicts with Adrian.
She's totally the Adrian stand-in here. I mean, it's so many, like...
No, but what I mean is there's no, like, she's a great fight. It's who you are. Remember Rocky?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Rocky 2's like, I never asked you to stop being a woman. So this little Marie would have been, hey, trust me, this little Marie character here had Rocky got her knocked up. And
it's like, Mama wants a better house, creepo. Yes. Get back in the ring.
She was all for the fight. Go back in the ring, Rocco.
You don't need to see.
But this little speech by little Marie is kind of echoes Adrian's speech on the beach in Rocky 3.
I think it's like you're right. It's a combinative. All the Adrians kind of put together a little bit here. This is the support at the end of the day. Like, we're not, but that's what I did kind of like when I saw this. Like, oh, good. The woman's not interfering with, like,
she lets him fight.
Just go ahead and fight. That's what you want to do. And because it gets a little exhausting after every film. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Adrian did not want Rocky to fight. 2, 3, 4, and 5.
But she comes around in 3, and then he has the problems, and she's
that's
like,
right. Sorry,
you got to do it for yourself.
2, 4, and 5. But even in part 1, she's like, I don't did it. Why do you fight? So
Good kids sing your dance. But I gotta say too though, like as guys, we normally don't talk to other guys about stuff like this. Like you could, we just don't. I feel like a lot of us need like a woman in our lives to like talk to, and that's usually your wife, right? And then like a lot of men after divorce or like a death of their spouse really struggle because they don't have that person anymore. Where a lot of women have their female friends they talk to, like they have way better support networks. And Rocky, he lucked out here that he has like a bit of a support network because he ain't gonna have this with Paulie. Like they kind of did in the alley, but like it's not the same.
Yeah. I mean, usually men are quick to remarry or find someone new, you know, because they, to your point, men need women more than women need men nowadays. Like back in the day, I suppose a woman needed a husband to pay the bills, but not so much anymore.
Yeah. It's an awkward transition right now, societally.
That's a very generous way of putting it, Kyle.
Thanks.
Rocky, look at me. How it looks to you. And if this is something that you want to do, and if this is something that you got to do, then you do it. Fighters fight.
You're a fighter. Yeah. I've always known you to be a fighter.
You're not going to punch me, are you? All right, let's
take off your hat and go. Oh, wait, never mind.
And I gotta go before I wear out my welcome. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
I mean, it's there that you see, like they're not like falling for each other, but there is a connection. It's just not.
Yeah.
Thank God they didn't make this.
Well, I know, but it's a real. But like you're saying there, Kyle, it's because she is a female that Rocky's connecting to her, and she, you know, he is probably attracted. He probably would like put a gun to his head. He would say, "Yeah, she's a good-looking woman." She would probably, he's, you know, if these guys were on an island, deserted island, and they were stranded for over a year or two, they'd be banging by the end of the rescue. So,
well, I think we're led to. I mean, no, because Rocky is a perfect man.
Oh, how dare you? Rocky. No, I apologize.
Because I was just most men do want or need to find another partner right away, but Rocky doesn't,
is
because Adrian is irreplaceable. Nobody
coming to rescue them. They're gonna have coitus before they die. You don't think
not
so?
Rocky.
You really think so?
I really do. I mean, obviously he's a character, but
we're speaking of his character. You don't think he'd ever lay with another woman, even if they were the last two people on Earth?
Well, it doesn't matter if you're the last on Earth. Like he could get pussy if he could get get relationship if he wanted to.
If he wanted, but that's the idea. Is he doesn't. Nobody can replace Adrian. He's so in love with her that he doesn't even think about having sex.
All right, he doesn't even look at Paulie's comics or nothing. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he did. You know, he probably has fond memories of Adrian that he uses to. He probably has a very extensive spank bank. But,
yes.
Yeah, the fantasy.
I always knew he was pretty.
Trapping her in the apartment gets him off.
Because we could see, especially from that deleted scene in Rocky V, Adrian had an appetite. Like Adrian is probably a handful. You know what I mean? Even they probably have some good memories.
Even that first Rocky film, after he physically assaults and traps her.
Yeah.
When Adrian gives in, you hear her go. You hear it. It's in the audio. You can hear her totally Talia Shire going, "Oh yeah, don't worry, audience. I like this. It's not.
It's like a spring that's wound up too long, and then it just.
Well, and then if your first and only is Rocky, I mean,
true.
Fighters fight, right?
Fighters fight.
Oh wow. I don't recall that musical.
It's rare when you get to promote an event that's bigger than boxing. This is skill versus will, with part of the proceeds going to charity. The brainchild of Mason Dixon to honor past heavyweight champions, warriors like Rocky Balboa. Let's open it up for questions.
A few great fighters have fought in their 50s, often with disastrous results. Why risk the danger and embarrassment? The smart money says you have virtually no chance.
puncher always has a chance. This fight will be competitive.
Can I comment on something that is in the scene, but it's not what they're saying? That I was curious if they corrected it in the director's cut. I doubt it. But in the original, we'll see Paulie's name card there, and his name is spelled incorrectly.
That's right.
It says Penina. Paulie Penina.
It's probably
like come on, people.
So you're right. So either it's it's the prop department not doing the job properly. Like, I'm in the so they didn't have time to fix it, or
like Jimmy and Mike.
Yeah, or they just didn't catch it. So it was a prop person like, hey, we need name cards for all the characters. You're right, and then they like Sly's filming and Paulie's like, even Paulie doesn't look. Sorry, Burt Young doesn't look at his name card. Says, no, the name card's wrong. There's not.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
I can suspend my disbelief because I'm sure Paulie's there only because Rocky said he should be there, and whoever's doing this doesn't give a shit. And so
that's what I mean. Is it a purposeful by the prop?
No,
it's a mistake. For
I'm just saying I can come up with a reason to suspend disbelief. It's not.
It's Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa.
The other thing is, I'm sure they said this is skill versus will. Mm-hmm. So Rocky's the will and Mason's the skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rocky's never been known to be a skilled fighter.
That's true. That's true, Katie.
Yes.
Kyle's right. He can really swat. He can take a punch. That's his ability, is to be punished and not go down.
He briefly got skill in Rocky 3 and forgot it.
Yeah.
It died with Apollo.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I mean, you got to find a rhyme. It's a gimmick. The whole thing is a gimmick.
Yes.
We got to find a gimmick. I didn't realize Mason was so skillful, I guess.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. And you're you're right. He's not in the way you're saying, but in the realm of this movie, he's the champion. So he's got the skill. Rocky had the will. Yeah.
This, Rocky?
I'd rather do something I love badly than to feel bad by not doing something you love.
Look at that. Look at that little. Did you like that little exchange? I think it might have been there, but maybe if you didn't read the captions, it was hard to hear.
What did Paulie just say?
He's basically saying. So Rocky says, "I'd rather do something
I love
badly." And then
feel badly by not doing something I love.
That's right. There you go. Thank you, Kyle. Good memory.
But then it showed Paulie saying something, and I didn't.
He just finished Rocky's thoughts.
Oh, got it. I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's weird because Paulie was like fucking up that line. Like
I thought he made it sound good.
Yeah, he stumbled on it though, right? Like, but that's like realistic. People stumble when they talk.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and is this the way that Milo or Robert sees it in the original too?
It's like the same. It's the same old slide. Now you got me doing it. Rocky doesn't tell his family what he's doing. They find out during the press conference. This is like Rocky's MO. It's like you'll find out when the world finds out.
And exactly. And the press conference too. Why are you doing like Rocky 4? Why are you doing this? There's so many parallels of
like Paulie didn't know it was on Christmas. He's like, "Are you nuts?"
Yeah. Because it's the combination. The characters find out when the audience in the theater finds out. It's the same thing. Yeah.
But they're also saying, "Why? What's in this for you? Why are you even doing this?" Like,
these are good questions. Like usually the media are total pricks. But
there's no redhead. There's no redhead in the front on this one, so they're not that angry. There's no Tommy. Imagine if Tommy was there. If Tommy was like one of the champions that Mason wants to honor.
But Clubber Lag's like, I can beat this fool. This Dixon he did.
The ghosts of all these fighters. Sorry, I just love because this whole thing is to honor the champions of the past. We have Tommy and Clubber, both champions.
Yeah. But they're no Rocky Balboa, let's be honest.
They're no.
They were very short. We don't know what happened to Tommy though. How long did he?
We don't know. That's such a funny story. He still held the championship. He might have got some sort of like charge that got dropped because Rocky didn't charge Tommy, so there was no arrest. And we don't know. He probably fought. We speculate he probably fought a couple of fights and just lost to whoever.
Yeah. He lost the eye of the tiger, most likely.
Lost the eye of the tiger. Yeah.
Rocky, the press has labeled you Balboasaurus.
I don't remember that. See, Panina.
Yeah.
There you go. Wow, they butchered the last Panino. It's not even close. It's got more A's than I thought.
Yeah, I forgot that both A's were wrong. Yeah.
I have to say I hate Dixon in this press conference.
Oh yeah,
he's such a douchebag. The way he's laughing. Just the way he's laughing at that. Like if you had like a slight smirk or something, like but he's like
I know it's like, very junior high or high school behavior.
Yeah. That's a good way of saying it.
You're right. He should have gone like this. He could even just like, all right. Even he could just like, okay, like even like show some respect. We're supposed to be showing respect. This whole event is honoring our past heroes, and he's laughing like a kid at that joke. Yeah,
exactly. And he's like, never mind. I'm gonna let it play out before I comment on how much of a douchebag.
Mason, let's say the following happens. You win, we'll say you beat an old guy. You lose, say a thumb in the eye, you be the joke of the decade.
You all know that'll never happen. This is only an exhibition. Don't go trying to make more out of this than that computer tried. Okay?
Is this sport in enough trouble without these circus events?
Next question.
I swear to God, that guy has been a reporter in like Rocky 4 or somewhere else. Like I know that voice.
Oh God,
is the man alive?
Remember that? Wow.
Yeah, it's the man alive. I swear it's that guy. I'm sure someone listening could figure that out, but like, who said that? I want to know. I guess I can just read the credits. If a good podcaster would do that, I won't though.
Well, this is again the classic. This is again the classic. Like, it doesn't really matter, does it? You'll put on a great show. This is Rocky's. Like, oh my gosh, I've heard this before. And here I am. I'm again the prop in this play. You know. That is a decent question though. Like for Dixon, it's a good question. That is a good question. Like if you beat him, you're the guy that beat the bull man. But if you lose them, oof. So.
Now he did give a scenario where you'd lose because something happened to you, like a thumb in the eye. Like it's not.
Well,
like
we know why that's why he lost. He broke his hand in the fight. Spoiler. That's
exactly. But I feel it's just like. Yeah, I guess he's just so confident. He's not going to lose.
Well, and to Mason's credit, that's why he's saying, don't make this more than what it is. It's an exhibition, meaning like we're going to have fun. It's the Luke, Paul, Logan, or whoever that was versus Tyson. Like, don't make it more than what it is. We're just having fun in the ring, and we're giving this chance for Rocky to have some fun in the ring and hear the crowd cheer his name. So like, he's actually don't make it about win or losing. It's just fun in the ring. So to Mason's credit, he's telling them to calm down.
That's not the worst answer.
Yeah.
Well, to your point earlier about Mason not showing a lot of respect, like with his over laughter at a joke, and it's to show us as an audience that this is Mason. And did you guys see that LC Luca had to kind of try and he like pulled his he was
calmed her down.
Yeah, he's like, come on now.
Yeah,
let's settle down.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like a cheap bit of ring theater between, no offense, a has-been and a man whose own credible legacy and popularity is in doubt. What's the upside?
Doubt? Upside? I mean...
Oh, you got to have the press conference.
Yeah, a little bit of
dust up.
Dust up, that's a good word. Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Well, you see Martin now, finally.
There he is. He's there.
Martin's
now.
Back.
And then AJ is going to ask, what do I have to do here?
And also, it's like now we're getting the media that we're accustomed to in the Rocky movies.
Yeah,
someone's like really talking shit now and being aggressive.
Oh, sorry, it's not AJ. Sorry, we just see his face. Sorry, Mason continues. Like, what do I have to do? Like, he goes into his spiel. What do I have to do to prove that I'm a champion? Now he's getting defensive, which I don't.
Yeah,
I get it. He's like, holy crap, I'm champion of the world. You guys keep, like harassing me. Like I am the champion. You don't have to like me, but you keep telling me I have to prove myself.
You know what? Like, what Mason's got to say is not wrong. He's not going to say anything incorrect. Yeah, but it's just like he is. I think. It's not that he's forgetting the point of this fight. I think he just doesn't agree with it from the beginning. Like he kind of got pushed into this by them. He doesn't really want to be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pissed off that now that he is doing it, he's getting all this shit from people. Like he's not he's still not getting the respect he deserves. And he doesn't realize that like he has to go along with it.
Well, to the reporters, I can't remember the words that the reporter used, but she's like, well, there's a has-been. And essentially she's saying people don't like you. You're not, while you are the champion, you're not great. Like you.
Yeah. Whose own credible legacy is in jeopardy.
Yeah.
What do I have You know, I'm 33-0 with 30 knockouts. And I'm doing you people a favor. I'm having this exhibition for you all. And you're gonna get up here and make a mockery out of me? I'm the champ. I mean, I get pissed, this guy get hurt. See you at the fight.
You guy's a joke. He's gonna get crushed.
It's a good point. This guy, I get pissed. This guy gets hurt. That's a great point.
Well, yeah, of course. Like you're not supposed to say that, right? You're saying the quiet part out loud. Of course you can't. But like the whole thing is like the idea at the beginning was like show that he has compassion, show that he's like honoring this guy, and now he's like, I could beat the fuck out of this guy anytime I want. I don't give a shit. Like you better not get me mad, or else I'm gonna hurt this beloved fighter everyone loves.
Cut to that's the moment we see his son watching.
Yeah.
So the press conference, I guess, wasn't a live event because we got Rocky Jr. running to the restaurant to talk to his dad after seeing this. So that wasn't a live event. You know what I mean? Like that was
good point.
A pre-tape. Well, it has to because he's running from the bar that he was at to Rocky's restaurant. You see Paulie on the phone. I love how Paulie works at the restaurant now. He's taking calls. It's a family business, which I think is great. Like it's probably a good place for Paulie to be. Feels important.
I never caught that.
Yeah,
I didn't think he worked there.
He works there.
I don't think he's working there.
I think he is. I could be wrong because I think he's on the phone about orders or something. Let's see.
Okay, maybe. I believe he's on the phone making moves to make money off this fight.
He asks about it later. He didn't do it without the permission. I don't think.
I think he's already doing it. I think he's just like, hey.
I thought he was working there for some reason as well. But
man, would you want Paulie taking phone calls at that place?
I think
like what's Marie supposed to do?
Yeah, that's her job.
She seats people.
Yeah, but she also takes phone calls.
No, but now she doesn't have to.
See people the full time.
Well, maybe he is already doing it. Oh, you're right. And then he tells Rocky that he already did. I can't remember. You're right. All right, let's find out.
Oh, look who's here. I don't know. Is this my father? It's in the back.
Okay. I don't see who's talking to you.
Doing good. You're enjoying everything, all right? Excuse me. How you doing? Glad you come by.
Can I talk with you?
Sure.
We do it outside?
Okay, yep.
I just want to say business is booming. You can see it in the restaurant.
Good one.
Now, is that just a busy time? It's normally like that? Or
This is a
did
bit of
that
a
press conference get people wanting to go over there?
Sure. They want to talk to the course. They want to say, champ, you're fighting it. So exciting. Yeah. Now, just if you're listening to this and watch this, guys, yes, we're going to start the next episode with the big quote scene because I don't want to rush it. So we'll just get to that point.
Did we run out of trivia?
Oh, shoot. We could actually stop it here then. Do you want to stop it here? We did.
Yeah,
No, I got the book right here. Thank you. No, you're right. Because we're going to roll into the discussion. Well, let's just finish the scene because this is where Paulie comes out. I just want to see what Paulie says again.
So you're going through with this?
Yeah, I start training tomorrow.
Hey, Rock, I made some connections. I could make some money on this endorsements.
Absolutely, do that.
Thank you, Rock.
Sure.
Okay, so you're right. He was just on the phone. I felt like he was there, though. Maybe not. Okay. Like, it's just weird that he's using their phone. Maybe he doesn't have one at home, but sure.
I think he just wants to be not at his house.
Yeah,
he wants
maybe.
to be where the action is. Plus, he's probably
Free
drinking
drinks.
for free at that
free
bar
drinks.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ready? Got your pen and papers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kyle, for reminding me. All right.
No problem.
Okay, the last question was, how many? Okay, here we go. Who says the whole world is falling apart? Look at us. True or false? Steps is in Rocky's corner. Next question. Why does Rocky want little Marie to work at Adrian's? Oh,
What?
kind of weird.
Why?
I'm going to paraphrase mine, but I think we'll all get sort of the same answer. But I'm curious to see what Rocco's going for.
What it isn't is it's not a long-term plan for him to bone her.
That's
is not
true.
what is going on.
What does Rocky want Isabel to rub? I better keep reading on her
With the
stomach.
olive oil.
That's the answer.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think we all knew. So again, what does Rocky want Isabel to rub on her stomach so her child can be born strong?
Maybe olive oil is a double entendre for something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Rocky's oil is olive oil. Why is Paulie celebrating at Adrian's? Why is he celebrating at Adrian's? Okay, so here we go.
Meaning the restaurant? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At her grave. Yeah, you're dead, bitch. No, I'm sorry.
I win.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Question. Okay, so the answer, Katie, to the first one, who says the whole world is falling apart? Look at us.
Rocky? I'm not certain.
Kyle?
Paulie said it.
Yeah, that's true. Paulie did say it.
God dang it. I should have went with my initial instinct.
The whole world's falling apart, Rocky. Look at us. Remember? Yeah. That's when they're on the tour. True or false, Kyle? Steps is in Rocky's corner.
Oh, man, I'm not sure. Okay. I want to say true, though. I want to say true. I think he is.
I put true.
It's true.
Okay.
Yes, and I put that too. Yeah, it's true. Remember, he is. I always thought that was weird that Steps is in the corner for that fight, but good for him.
Imagine how cool that would be if you're in the corner for a championship fight.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Now, I'll tell you my answer for this. I'll hear your guys as well reading it. So we'll give our answers first because this one's going to be different answers for all of us. Why does Rocky want Little Marie to work at Adrian's? I just wrote that she's better. She's a better fit for the restaurant than the bar. Like she's worth more.
Oh, that's not what I put.
Okay, what did you put, Kyle?
I put to replace Isabella, who's going on mat leave.
Oh, you know what? That's probably the answer. Like that's the actual answer.
I put to help her out. Like
that's that's what I meant too. That's the same thing. Katie and I are on the same level of Kyle. You're right. Rocky used that as the reason to get her in, but Katie and I went with the emotional part.
The actual reason.
Yeah, they're both true to a degree. Like
that's what I mean. Yeah. But I think without looking, I think Kyle got the answer that. There was an opening, but the emotional part was to help her out. So let's see what
because we're thinking about it differently than
Kyle. We're having to call the point. The original host is just having a baby.
Yes.
No, I don't, Katie. I'm with you. I'm losing the point here. Okay. I agree. So Kyle, you nailed it. The moment you said the answer. Because that's what I mean. The moment you said the answer, I'm like, oh, I think Kyle.
I bet if Rocco wrote this book now, you know what I mean?
You got to get in the head of it.
I think very literally.
Yeah, okay. you do. That's true. That's true. I'm a more emotional person. That's so true. I was looking at the reasons of the emotion. Kyle was like,
but we talked about it for like 10 minutes on the last episode.
I think I'm 14.6% autism.
Gosh, I am so.
Kyle, that's amazing. Is you actually answered the question like
a 12-year-old
objectively. Okay, so of course we all got olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
Olive oil.
Yes,
yeah. And the last one is.
I think the last one could be in a.
Well, we're gonna find out. I don't know the answer. Okay. So I'm going to start again. I said he's quote retired.
I put it in quotes too.
Yeah. Katie?
I wrote he got laid off.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is where Katie did the literal one.
Yeah, because
literally he did get laid off.
Well, before I give the answer, we just experienced what happened to you, Kyle. Kyle and we gave the answer that Paulie gave to the audience, so we're wrong. Yeah. Katie, you're right. He got fired, and that's the answer.
This is interesting though because now I would have expected. A 12-year-old brain to put what he actually said. Like this is in the same set of questions. He went with the literal what was said in the movie.
Yes.
Versus, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I got 4 out of 5.
I will put though. First of all, I'm going to start with this. I'm going to take a 0 on that one.
You got the answer.
I think I did. My brain is so like I already forgot the exact words that he put.
Yeah, he got fired. That's what he wrote.
Okay, now. I'm going to say, despite the fact that I'm going to take a 0 on this, I feel like I could argue because I put retired in quotes, acknowledging that he actually wasn't retired.
I did too. I put in quotes.
But you know what? If I'm going to go with the literal thing, if I live by the sword, I die by the sword.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it? But do you guys see what I was saying? Like in the same set of questions, he was literal on one, but not on the other.
Yeah, this is what makes the game so tough and fun. I love it.
Okay, what were your guys' scores? I wasn't keeping track.
I got 4.
3. Wait. Right. Yeah, 3. I only got 3. I'm doing terrible this season.
That's okay. You might be winning overall. I'm not sure.
No, you're not.
No.
Oh.
You were. Katie was winning up until Rocky 5.
Ooh,
Rocky 5 overtook her.
The first 4, she was nailing it. Yeah,
I have.
Those are my favorites.
From her.
Yep, but it's showing.
Yeah. So you're probably not going to catch me, but you never know.
I will not.
Okay, well, this has been an absolutely fun episode. I know this doesn't really make sense to anybody watches or listen to this months later when this gets out on the audio feed, but it is the time of the holidays. Our next recording will be after Christmas. So Katie, Kyle, and everyone who's listening on YouTube, at least, have a very great, wonderful holiday. And if you're actually watching this on YouTube at the time of this recording, please subscribe. Get us to 1,000. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, podcast fans. I love yous.
I just want to say